Spring just slid into your DMs. Grab that boho look for that rooftop dinner, those sandals that can keep up with you, and hang some string lights to give your patio a glow up. Spring's calling. Ross, work your magic.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of When Reality Hits. I am so excited for the guest that we have on today. She is truly one of the busiest women that I know. It's Kail Lowry. Hey, girl. Some of you may know her from MTV's 16 and Pregnant and Teen Mom 2, but I bet most of you will know her from one of her many podcasts, Barely Famous, Coffee Convos with Lindsay Chrisley, or Karma and Chaos with Becky Hayter. She's also a mom of seven.
It's crazy.
We're going to get into that.
Yes.
But oh my goodness. She keeps it honest about motherhood, co-parenting, relationships, business, and literally all the chaos that comes with life. And we're going to get into all of that. First, though, we want to say congratulations on your Webby Award for Coffee and Convos. It's your fourth win.
Yes.
Congrats.
Thank you. We were so excited, but they always plan it over Mother's Day.
Oh, really? Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, we're going to go to New York Saturday, come home, spend Mother's Day with the kids, go back to New York to go to the Webbies.
Well, going to New York for a couple days is fun, though.
Yeah, it is. It is fun.
I couldn't live there, but I love to go visit for, like, Watch What Happens Live and
Yes.
whenever I do things like that.
Yes.
But, like, 2 or 3 days is all that I need there.
I'm good with 24 hours.
Yeah. Seriously.
Yeah.
The flight's a little long, but it's worth it. Okay. Before we get into all the other stuff, we had something really weird happen between the two of us lately, which kind of started this whole thing.
Listen, so I was trying to book with you for forever.
Okay.
And I think your availability doesn't always align with mine.
Yeah.
So I kind of knew it was going to be in the works at some point this summer.
Yeah.
And then I was getting all these emails and DMs about people like scamming, and I wouldn't know who these people are. So I would click on their profile and I'm like, okay, they do have a really big following. What do you mean someone's trying to schedule you for my podcast? And I felt horrible because, one, I didn't know I obviously knew who you were.
So it wasn't just me. It was a bunch of people.
Yes. Like they reached out to Bunny, Jelly Roll's wife.
Yeah.
They reached out to like other big influencers online and were like, hey, I just want to make sure like this is legit. Like this is someone from your team. And I'm like, absolutely not. Like, I would love to book with you, but no. And so when you DM'd me and you were like, hey, like, what's going on? I was like, what do you mean?
Well, I don't even know if you know the full details, because honestly, talking to Stacy, which is one of our producers here at the podcast, I found out that it was like a whole scam from the start.
Yes.
So whoever this scammer person was, reached out to my publicist and my manager. So they have like a long email thread of them going back and forth, because I had known that we were talking about each other's podcasts for a while.
Yeah.
But also they were like, sometimes a brand will be like, we'll pay $5,000 or however much for you to come on. So that he was saying that Tarte was going to pay. Tarte Cosmetics was going to pay for us to do a live podcast. So that's why it was going to be different, because, we obviously record in studios or wherever, and it comes out a couple days later. So the only difference is that we had to do a live podcast. So they were going back, whoever this scammer was going back and forth with my team for like a while. And then they kept telling me that I had to jump on a Zoom to like learn how to set up the Meta Business Live or whatever. And I was like, I haven't been able to get onto my Facebook in forever. It's linked to my Instagram, but my Facebook profile picture is still a photo of me and my ex Jax. Like, that's how long it's been since I have been able to log in to Facebook, other than it just being linked to my Instagram. So he had me, this scammer who I know now, I was on a freaking Zoom with this man.
When you DM'd me and said that you had been waiting for over an hour, my heart broke. I immediately texted Stacy and was like, what the fuck do I do?
Because I don't know why I didn't think to text Stacy.
Well, I was like, she's going to hate my guts. Like, you're never going to book it. Because I was excited to like do a swap at some point. So I was like, oh, she's going to hate my fucking guts because she's going to think this was me.
Well, obviously I knew it wasn't you, but what the guy told me is we're on a Zoom. I am screen sharing with this freaking scammer.
Wait, I wonder if he was going to try to
he was going to try to get all my information
for Facebook to
take over my Instagram and stuff.
Scammers took over my like fan page on Facebook, and so they would post all these videos and make thousands of dollars, and they were getting it, and I wasn't.
That's probably what he was trying to do. So he kept saying, looking for this link that was supposed to be sent from you to do the live podcast, and luckily that link was never in my inbox. So I would never click the link. If I had clicked that link, he probably would have gotten all my information.
Thank Rihanna for that, because that is horrendous.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
It's fine. I just was like, what is going on? And I told my team, and they were like, they could not believe that the whole thing was a scam. I mean, I have the emails I sent to Stacy so that she could send to you.
Yeah, she did.
And like, even the ones with him, he was like setting up times and dates. And I talked to this man for an hour.
Like it was a real man?
On Zoom. Yeah, he had an English accent.
But he didn't show his face?
He did not show his face, no. He was like screen mirroring with me to try to teach me how to get on the Meta Business Live. And then afterwards he was like, we're so sorry. There is something going on with Meta. It's from our end and from Kail's end. So that's whenever I texted you, and I was like, just so you know, I was trying to be there on the live. Like, I thought I was scheduled to be live at like, I forgot what time it was. We'll just say 12:30.
Right.
So it wasn't happening, and I was like, what's going on? What's going on? And I thought it was my fault because I couldn't figure out the lie the whole time. It was a scam.
These scammers will go to lengths to not work.
I know.
But I'm like, if you guys just put half of this effort into scamming that you would do, like, if you put that effort into something great, you could solve crimes. But you're out here trying to scam people and moms at that. That's so fucked to me. Like, please do not scam mothers.
Exactly. Especially with Mother's Day coming up. Like, what is wrong with you?
Oh my gosh.
I could not believe it. And I couldn't believe like how well done it was. Because, you know, a lot of times like, our teams will talk and like book things for us.
And we don't know.
So we don't even know.
Up wherever we're scheduled.
Exactly.
Yes.
So I just thought that was what was happening. And I'm glad I DM'd you because I was like, she's going to think that I was like super late or something.
No. Oh my gosh, no.
Really, it was fake the whole time.
It was, I text Stacey, I'm like, she's not going to hate me, is she?
No. No, that was not your fault. But I hope you figure out who was doing that because it was so believable. Like my manager and my publicist were on the emails with this person. And think of all the contracts and stuff they have done over my 10-year career alone, let alone all the other people that they work with.
I am so sorry. I'll just give you my number after this so that we can just schedule.
I know. I'm glad I just went ahead and just DM'd you because then we were able to figure out that was crazy.
So insane. Oh my gosh. You would have been scammed for thousands of dollars. Oh my God.
Wild. I'm still going to keep checking everything, change all my passwords, all that stuff just in case. But people are crazy. Okay, so getting into the good stuff now. That was just wild. But I'm glad it brought us together faster, seriously. You know? Wow. Okay. So you started 16 and pregnant in 2010.
Yes. I had my first son in 2010.
So I remember watching that.
You do?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
And that's before I ever started reality TV or anything. Yep. I started in 2015.
Okay.
So
I had 2 kids by then.
Yeah.
I had 2 little rugrats by then.
That is so wild. And you were so young, and you did, 11 years on reality TV?
13.
It ended up being 13 total? Mm-hmm. Oh, my gosh.
Yes. We stopped filming around the time my son was 13 because I had gotten pregnant with my 5th son. And I was like, I should probably take a step back.
Yeah, like you were like, it's time to move on.
Because you know what? The storyline was so not me.
Really?
Like, I don't want to spend my entire segment on Teen Mom talking about baby daddies because I'm only talking about them as much as I do because that's what was prompted.
Oh, of course.
So,
yeah.
I got tired.
You have to run with storylines and, follow the story that's going on in your life. Yeah.
But it wasn't going on. Like, yes, I have these baby daddies, but I don't talk about them as much as people might think. Like, I don't even think about them as much as people may think. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even on the podcast, when I talk about them, it's more about my experiences with co-parenting. And so when I get on Teen Mom, every single week is about the baby dads. I mean,
right.
Please, like, you showed 2 minutes of my bachelor degree like when I got my bachelor's degree.
Yeah.
You showed 2 minutes of that, but you'll show 45 minutes of me bashing one of my kids' dads. Please, no.
They love the drama.
Yeah.
People love the drama. They love the messiness.
I'm over it.
I know. Girl, it's a tough situation at times, but I mean, you have a beautiful life, and
I do.
I'm sure you wouldn't change anything.
Yeah, no, I would. I would go back to reality TV if it was a little bit different of a setup. You know what I mean?
Like The Valley, or like a grown up one, because you were so young whenever you started. And I love asking my guests, because I always have a lot of reality TV stars on. How did that even get started for you?
I saw the first season of 16 and Pregnant airing when I was already pregnant.
Okay.
I always want to emphasize that I was already pregnant when I watched it, because a lot of people think, oh, she saw it and then got pregnant.
I remember a lot of people being like, this is going to make so many people want to get pregnant because they think that they're going to get to be on a TV show. I'm sure you had to deal with that a lot, because I even saw that.
So many people said that, or that it glamorizes, but I can't agree. Maybe the later seasons when we start making money, I could maybe see that a little bit. But the early seasons, like I didn't start filming for 16 and Pregnant, which was one episode, until I was almost 6 months pregnant.
Yeah, okay.
So like I was already very pregnant by the time they started filming, but I saw like the first 6 girls. It was like Macy, Amber, Kailyn. And so I got online super desperate in my life, right? Like my mom's an addict, and I was living in this apartment and with her, and I saw on MTV, it was like casting. So I just submitted like a little paragraph or whatever. And by the time they called me 2 or 3 weeks later, my circumstances had already changed. So I had to like explain that, update it, like update the information. And then they picked me, and I was like, oh. Okay.
And it just happened really fast?
Yeah. And then, so my 16 and Pregnant episode aired, and I remember, like, where I was, they called me months and months later. It was maybe, like, 3-4 months later. They were like, hey, do you want to do another show, like a spinoff?
Right.
We're going to do it Teen Mom 2.
Right. I remember that.
And I was like, how much is the pay?
Yeah.
And they said $10,000. I said, sign me up.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where it all started.
Is it kind of like Bravo, how the longer you're on, the more you get paid per season?
Yes, but they did these loopholes where it kind of fucked us.
Really?
Because, so in our contract, I never had an attorney look over my contract.
Because you were so young.
Yeah, and I didn't really have great guidance, so it wasn't until later seasons. It was something about the extension of a season. So say season 5 has 12 episodes. They had the option to add on an additional 12 episodes, which is in theory would be a whole other season.
Oh, wow, yeah.
But the way that they would get away with not paying us more would be to add 12 episodes to the season. So it would be season 2A and 2B. So we got fucked.
Oh, yeah, so you were getting $10,000 for an entire 24.
We would get, we wouldn't get the, like, we would get paid more, but it wouldn't be what it would be if it was an entirely new season. So instead of calling it season 2 and season 3,
I see.
2A. But then the kids would only get paid for one season, and they wouldn't get paid for the other half. So it would be like they'd get paid for 12, and that's supposed to cover all 24. So the kids got fucked too.
Oh, wow. Okay, but the kids were getting paid as well to be on the show.
Yes.
Oh, well, that's good.
I mean, they deserve. We wouldn't be here without them.
Exactly.
They needed to be paid. They need to be paid more than us.
Yeah. And your oldest is 16 now, right?
Yeah, he just turned 16 in January, and so he's driving and doing all the things.
Oh my gosh,
yes, yeah.
that is wild.
I know.
Now you have 7 total.
Yes.
Twins.
My last 2 are twins.
And you finally have a little girl.
She didn't come without a boy. She didn't come without a boy.
That's why a twin was connected.
Yes. I was like, wait a minute. Because when I found out I was having twins and I did the blood test, it only showed boy DNA, so they thought 2 boys.
Oh, so you didn't know until you gave birth?
No, I found out at 21 weeks when I went for my anatomy scan.
Oh, yes.
They were like, one of them is a girl. And I was like, double check. Like, I need you to just confirm once, twice, 3 times.
Yeah.
She was a girl.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Congratulations. I mean, good. I think having 1 kid with a busy life is hard. How do you manage 7?
I don't know any different. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't know any different. And honestly, after 3 kids, what's one more?
Really?
So it's like, at that point, it's just mass chaos at all times.
Right.
So
was there a difference in being pregnant with twins? Like, than just 1 baby at a time?
No.
Really?
Actually. I mean, I was in pain, but I always, I guess, contributed that to me being older. Because I had them when I was 32. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, think about having a baby at 17 years old and then having a baby at 32. Your body's really different. So but I guess it could have been, it would be, my ex at the time, I would tell him, like, once I sit down or I lay down. I'm not even kidding you. It physically hurt me to get up.
Yeah.
Because I also had a tummy tuck in 2016. So getting pregnant with twins after that.
Oh, yeah.
I was like in physical pain. So that I thought it was because I was older, but maybe it was the twins.
I mean, did you get a lot bigger pregnant with the twins?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they were big twins. They were 5 and 6 pounds.
Yeah, and that's big for twins.
I mean, that's pretty average for a singleton.
Yeah.
So I had 2 of them in there, and I was like, oh, shit.
Okay, so I had a mommy makeover.
Did
and
you?
I'm very open about that.
Okay.
But you got pregnant with twins after the mommy makeover?
I got pregnant 5 times after the mommy makeover.
Okay, and do you think it's still like held up, or do you have to like do revisions and stuff down the road?
So after the twin, if you work out, because here's the thing about plastic surgery, and I don't know if you talk about this, you have to maintain the results.
Right, of course.
A lot of women, and maybe men too, they'll go get plastic surgery and they think it's a one and done, one size fits all, kind of deal. You have to maintain the results.
Exactly, yeah.
I did not continue my work because I got my mommy makeover and I was working out religiously. And I got pregnant. I did not continue to work out once I got pregnant. So that was part of it. So after I had the twins and I had a C-section, I went in for a scar revision where they pull the tummy tuck scar down to meet the C-section scar.
Oh, okay.
And so in that way, I would say that was like a touch-up. And then I did get a breast reduction. So I would say in some ways that could be a touch-up.
Right.
But I feel like overall, I think it held up pretty well considering 5 pregnancies, including twins.
Yeah, you look amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
This year, I'm focusing on a small shift that makes a huge difference. Effortless presence. It sounds counterintuitive, but for me, that means planning ahead so I can truly live in the moment, especially when enjoying a few drinks. My simple trick for staying balanced is taking Z-Biotics pre-alcohol before I start. Z-Biotics pre-alcohol probiotic drink is the world's first genetically engineered probiotic. It was invented by PhD scientists to tackle rough mornings after drinking. Here's how it works. When you drink, alcohol gets converted into a toxic byproduct in the gut. It's the buildup of this byproduct, not dehydration, that's to blame for rough days after drinking. Pre-alcohol produces an enzyme to break this byproduct down. Just remember to make pre-alcohol your first drink of the night. Drink responsibly and you'll feel your best tomorrow. So I first gave pre-alcohol a try when I was on vacation in Cabo. I drank it before my first drink of the night. You guys know I like to have tequila shots whenever I do drink, and you wouldn't believe how on top of my game I felt the very next morning. From the first outdoor brunch of the year to the start of wedding season and Memorial Day plans, May's social calendar is officially nonstop. Don't let one long night keep you from the rest of your weekend. Drink pre-alcohol to stay on your game and make the most of every sunny Saturday. Remember to head to zbiotics.com/reality and use code REALITY at checkout for 15% off. Finding the one can feel impossible. And in today's world, it's even harder. False profiles, inaccurate pictures, ghosting on dates. Is this sounding familiar? But if you're ready to make your move to a new place, it doesn't have to feel like dating. All it takes is a simple search on apartments.com to find your perfect match. Whether you're looking for a 3-bedroom condo downtown, a 2-bedroom duplex in a quiet neighborhood, a cozy studio in a walkable city, or even a single-family home in a cul-de-sac, you can find the place that checks all the right boxes. So whichever stage of life you're in, settle down in your perfect home by using apartments.com. No more swiping or awkward first dates. Make it easier to get a place that gets you. Visit apartments.com, the place to find a place.
Oh, wow. That's great to know because I don't know if I'm going to have any other kids, but, you know.
How old is your son?
He just turned 5.
Oh, honestly, I'm having a really rough time with my 5-year-old right now. So I would say that's a fun age, but I'm not having a good time.
Really?
No.
What's going on?
He's smack dab in the middle of 7.
Yeah.
He's not quite fitting in with the older kids, right? He wants to keep up with the older kids.
Yeah.
But he's 5. He's closer in age to the toddlers. He's, my 5th son they're 2 years apart. So he doesn't want to be with the babies.
Right.
But he's too young to be with the older kids. So he's having a hard time. And so it's not a good time for me.
In a couple more years, he'll be best friends with the younger ones.
No doubt.
You know?
No doubt.
All kids around that age, they think they're so cool if they hang out with the older kids.
Yes. So is he in kindergarten then?
He's going into kindergarten this coming fall.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I love that. Kindergarten is a fun age though.
Yeah, he's been in preschool and all that stuff. But yeah, it's been wild.
Yeah,
Going to
I
all the
know it.
school visits and just figuring out where he's going to go. And
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lot.
It's hard.
Especially here in LA.
Yeah. Oh, I cannot imagine it here. Like,
Yeah.
in Delaware, it's been pretty chill with the school system. We do Spanish immersion. So they do half day English, half day Spanish.
Okay.
Which is really nice.
Yeah.
And so that's been really cool. But outside of that, they all go to different schools.
Yeah. How do you handle the schedule?
Cry. I cry every day.
I mean, I'm just thinking of like even my son's like therapies and different stuff that he has to go to.
Yeah.
And like, I don't have family here. So I have a wonderful nanny. She's the only person who's ever babysat my son.
Oh, good.
So
At least you have her.
I have her, and that's amazing. But like, how would you do it with 7? I just have so many questions.
My entire schedule revolves around them. Like,
Yeah.
I'm so thankful, grateful, blessed to do what I do
Yeah.
because I'm able to, hey, I can record in the morning. I can take my kids to the doctor appointment, or I can take my kids to their soccer games, or I can do all of that. I constantly am like, what would I do if I worked if I went back to like a corporate job?
Yeah, like a 9 to 5.
Because my boyfriend, he was telling me about how like he would get 10 days a year PTO. You can't take off for like school appointment. Like, how would I have one kid, let alone 7?
Yeah.
9 to 5.
Right.
How?
I don't know. I don't know. I do not know. I'm just like, shoo. Well, bless you. And, you know, I think you're the perfect person to have on for a Mother's Day
Oh, thank you.
episode.
Yeah, this would be fun.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
What are your plans?
They have flag football all day. So we'll be up at the ass crack of dawn, and we will finish out flag football for Mother's Day.
Yeah.
I'm like, y'all didn't think to maybe skip this week, have a bye week for Mother's Day? I kind of want to sleep in.
Yeah.
But hey.
Is it always on Sundays?
Yes.
Yeah.
But I'm like, let's have a bye week. Let's shout out to all the moms on this football field right now.
Yeah.
Bye week for you. You know what I mean?
Do all the boys play football?
My oldest is into like acting. He wants to be an actor.
Love that.
Fluent in sign language. And then my 3 middles, Lincoln, Lux, and Creed, they are soccer, football, and basketball.
Oh, love
And then
it.
the toddlers are not in anything yet.
Right.
But I know that's coming.
Yeah, and then you're going to have to add that to your schedule, too.
I'm like, okay, wait, where can 9 o'clock p.m. for gymnastics maybe? I don't know.
Well, you're going to get to do some, like, girly stuff.
Oh, I'm ready. Here's the thing, though. I'll do cheer for her if she wants to, but I'm not excited.
Really?
I'm not.
Did you do cheer or anything growing up?
I was forced to do cheer for like 2 or 3 years and hated every minute of it.
If you were forced, that's different. I loved it.
Did you love it? Okay.
Oh, I loved it.
If you loved, I didn't
Yeah.
like it. I played lacrosse in high school, so I'm more of like that kind of vibe.
Yeah.
I would love to do I would love for her to do like dance or gymnastics. I
Yeah.
could get behind that, but whatever she wants is
Yeah.
fine. If she ends up playing basketball or fucking rugby, I'm down. Like,
Yeah.
let's do it, you know.
That's how I am with Cruz. Whatever he wants to try, go for
We'll
it.
do
You
it.
know,
Yep.
he's the best swimmer ever. So I'm like,
Isn't that
Let's
crazy?
see if you can make it to the
Swim
Olympics.
team. I love that.
Like, I would have
love it.
never thought that. You know, you're like pregnant and you're like, I bet they'll play baseball or football.
And you're like, swim.
Yeah. No.
Actually, that's kind of great, though.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
nice.
He swims every single day.
Are you serious?
And he's been able to swim on his own since he was like a year and a half old.
One of my kids is like that. My third son. It was like I put him in the water and he just knew what to do. It was
Yeah.
So he's not like I wouldn't put him in unless he wanted to do competitive.
Yeah.
But like just naturally knew what to do. It was insane.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
I put Cruz in infant swim because I had a pool in my backyard
Right.
and I was just terrified.
Yes.
So I do have a removable gate as well, but I put him in that infant swim where, you know, they put all the clothes on and they make sure they know how to float if they
Yes.
were to fall in any type of water.
Yep. We did that too.
Yeah.
Because we have a
And
pool and they learn how to flip over.
Yes.
Yep.
So that they, you know, can be okay, which is amazing. And even the instructor then, and he was still an infant at that time, she was like, he loves water.
It calms them.
Yeah,
I swear it does.
My son has autism,
Yeah.
so it like is so calming for him.
I love
and
that.
he just floats on his back and closes his eyes and listens to all the sounds, and he just loves it so much. But it's just such a cool thing. Okay, so since you were so young when all of this started, looking back now, what do you remember most from the early 16 and pregnant days?
Oh gosh. I remember feeling like a fish out of water. Honestly.
Really?
Yeah. It was kind of like new to this reality world because I feel like that was kind of like the peak of reality TV.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was getting ready to like tell my friends at school, like, I'm about to start filming this show. And we were living in such a small town at that time. And it was like, no, you're not. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? And so just like having cameras. One thing I will say, I remember they would, for continuity, and I don't know if you've ever experienced this where they're like, oh, after the season is done, they need to do like pickups.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
I would get so fucking frustrated, and I would purposely, like, they'd be like, oh, we need you in this outfit to recreate this scene or this conversation. And I'd be like, okay. And then I'd do my hair differently just so that other people later on could be like,
tell.
yes, because I wanted them to know, like, that's not how it happened. Like, yes, it happened.
Yeah.
But it was twisted a little bit. So
Right.
I get frustrated.
Yeah.
But other than that, I didn't. Here's the thing. There's so much that went on behind the scenes that I'm like, I don't even know if that's just like across the board for reality TV. Like how close you get to like producers and camera people.
Well,
and,
yeah,
like,
they're with you every single day.
Yeah.
You know, I love my
Your
son,
team.
literally, as soon as the camera crews and everybody comes in, like he's sitting on their laps while they're filming, and you can't even see it, but like Cruz is sitting on the camera guy's lap.
Maybe he'll go into filmmaking.
He just like loves all that stuff. And but yeah, we get like super close to them. But I'd have no idea how your experience was. But tell me. I'd love to hear about it.
Super heightened emotions because a lot of the time we were struggling financially, we were struggling in relationships because we were so young.
Yeah.
How old were you when you started?
I was 26.
Okay,
25, 26.
I was 17.
Yeah, no,
So,
big
like,
difference.
I would kind of put my foot in my mouth because we would talk about things that we didn't want filmed, but then we didn't have a choice, and then they're allowed to film whatever and do whatever. And so like the earlier years were really hard getting used to it, but then as time went on, we kind of bucked the system a little bit and realized, okay, if we don't say certain things, they can't film certain things. So it was a learning curve.
Yeah.
But I was like, I have to do this. And then I started to really love it.
Yeah.
And so then I was like, okay, hold up. How can I like extend this time doing stuff in this industry? You know what I mean? And so, but the kids loved it. It was always fun when they did like specials with the kids or like interviewed them. Like that was kind of cool. Or film birthday parties where we have that forever. But it was hard too to like relive some of the really hard moments and like the traumatizing things or the things that we regret filming and reliving that because it's like
I understand.
You go through it once, there's the fallout in real life, and then it airs, and then you have to relive it.
And have all the judgment.
And then the fallout again.
Yeah.
Because usually it's going to spark something or bring up old shit that you thought you were over.
Oh, yeah.
But then it like reignites.
And
so
then like people get mad all over again, rewatching things.
Yes.
Yeah.
So then I'm like, okay, now I have to explain. Or it would be like, I filmed something in this scene and the other person didn't know I said that. And then now we're fighting about it.
Exactly.
And I've definitely done that. And shout out to anyone who's stuck with me all these years because I've definitely fucked up. So,
I mean, the thing that people tend to forget sometimes about reality TV is that we're real people. Like we don't have
characters.
We don't have a script.
Yes,
you know, we're going to make mistakes. There's going to be a lot of ups and downs. I think the longer that I've been doing this, like I don't get so mad anymore. Like I'll say something and be like, "Oh, why did Zach say that?" Or why did Janet do that? Or whatever.
Right.
But like I'm not taking it like personally.
Right.
You know?
In the beginning, you take it personally.
Exactly.
But then towards the end, you're like, oh, I don't even care anymore. Like, I won't even, I stopped watching it by the end because at first I was watching it all the time to see how it was edited.
Yeah.
By the last like 5-6 seasons, I stopped watching it. I don't care. Whatever they put out there, I'm here to get a paycheck. Yeah. I'm here to just do my job and get the fuck out.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, goodness. Yeah. It's just, I think the reliving it part could be one of the hardest parts. And I know that you've gone through different relationships and everything on the show, and people have so many opinions about that.
Yeah.
How have you dealt with that kind of things, those kind of things?
That's been really hard. I go through ebbs and flows where like some days it bothers me.
Right.
And some days I'm like, I don't care what people are saying. But then I started to realize like spending all this time on social media with their opinions and things like that, I can't. So I hired a team to run my socials.
Right.
So I do my DMs only. Anybody else can just post and comment for me because I am not. It's not good for my mental health.
It's not good for my mental health to look at comments either sometimes. Like, but at the end of the day, there's so much more support.
Yes.
And, like, I'm so grateful for the fans and everything.
Yes.
But for some reason, the hateful comments can be louder.
Yes.
And those are the ones that can, like, creep into your mind at night. And, like, I'm an overthinker. I'm like, I'm nice to everyone. What did I even do? Like, why does this person hate me so much? Like, I don't understand it. And I'll, like, overthink and overthink and overthink. So it's definitely not healthy to look at all that stuff, but try to always remember there's so much more love and support out there.
It's hard. It's so hard. And I feel bad for the people who like support us.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't mean to like look past you guys. It's just sometimes that one comment will just really hit home, you know?
Yeah,
like the mean ones.
I don't know why people like to do that. I talk about this all the time because I think like social media bullying is just ridiculous.
It is.
And it's gone way too far. And I worry about our kids because it's already gotten worse now. Can you imagine like in 10 years from now what they're going to be dealing with?
This one creator who I've never spoken to her, I don't think, but she hates my guts.
Really?
Right? Like, I am probably the number one the number one most hated person for her. And
For what reason?
to be honest, she just doesn't like my decisions, which is fine.
Yeah.
To each their own. Like, I'm not perfect, but she made 17 back-to-back videos about me. And here's 17. And then I think the next day was an 18th. So she might have broken it, the 17th and 18th up by like 1 or 2 videos. But it was one of those things where like there's no laws about, like, there's defamation and then there's opinion.
Yeah.
It kind of teeters the line of both because you're coming up with theories that people believe as fact. And so there's no laws around that, right? And so that's what makes it really tricky, because if you blatantly lie about something as defamation, slander, libel, but then you have these tea pages that come out and they are creators, but are they opinion? Are they spreading it as fact? And there's nothing protecting. They say, oh, it comes with the territory. I did not sign up to be harassed. Like, 17, 18 videos in a row is insane.
That's insane. Well, just recently, I mean, I think I just had it on my story yesterday, the second one. This page is making like AI photos of me and a guy. And saying that he's my boyfriend. And the first one that they made was supposedly us on the beach, and it was me and this AI dude kissing my son on both sides of his cheeks.
No. You put my son in there,
exactly.
Now we gotta fight.
The reason, or the fact that my son was in there pissed me off.
Yes.
This recent one, because I just got back from the Kentucky Derby, and I posted
First woman trainer.
I know. First woman trainer in 152 years to win the Kentucky Derby.
Shout out to all the women out there. We're better than them.
I was so happy, and I got to be there to witness that. It was absolutely amazing. Oh my gosh, so happy for them. But the second picture was just me at the Kentucky Derby that I had posted on my Instagram. Obviously, I posted it alone.
Yeah.
And then they added in the guy, and people believe it.
Was he hot though?
I mean, he's hot, but he's not my type whatsoever.
Oh, you're like, if you're going to AI Photoshop me with someone, make it my type.
There wasn't a single tattoo.
Oh, yeah,
It was like buttoned up like frat boy. I was like, this is not.
You're like, no.
This does not look like anything. But still, it's just funny. But whenever your son is added in there, that made it very strange.
Yes.
And just the fact that people believe it, and there's not really anything you can do. So I just kind of like posted it on my story and was like, AI strikes again, so people realize, like,
it's AI.
It's not a real photo.
They put, when my son came out publicly, they put the AI makeup on his face.
They did?
Lipstick, eyelashes, eyeshadow, everything, and people thought that was, like, him.
Oh, my gosh. Like, how?
I'm like, even if he had makeup on, he would post it himself.
Exactly.
Like, no random
But why would somebody have to put AI that? That's what is so awful about it.
Just because he's gay doesn't mean he wears makeup.
How proud are you of him?
Oh, I'm so fucking proud of him.
Oh.
I'm so fucking, like, he truly is I'm so proud for him to come from such a small town where we live. It's 3 hours top to bottom, 3 counties. It's super small, and he just does not care. He is who he is.
I love
so
that.
proud of him.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm so happy for you guys. I'm so happy for him. That's amazing. Was that like, were you shocked or were you?
I knew.
Yeah.
I've always known. I just, if you don't come out to your parents if you're straight.
Right.
So it was one of those things where if he never came out to me, I don't care.
Right.
Whatever makes you happy, I'm here to support you. So if he just one day brought home a boyfriend, fine.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm not going to ask questions. I'm here to listen if you want to tell me.
Yeah.
And he knew it was a safe space. So he might have been, I think he was a little surprised that I knew, but I'm like, the closet was clear, babe. The closet was clear. The doors were clear.
Oh my goodness. Well, I'm glad that you guys are so close and that he's able to talk to you and lean on you. So many people don't have that.
No, and he's a straight A student.
That's great.
He's fluent in ASL. He works so freaking hard. He's such a good kid.
Oh,
so, yeah.
I feel like he always has been. I mean, just from remembering when he was a little kid on the show.
Yes. A little bit shy. But over the last couple of years, he's really, honestly, I would say, he was confident before he came out publicly, but I think it kind of exacerbated his confidence, which is great because he's proud to be who he is. And he, from what I can see and what we talk about, he doesn't let any of the negative comments affect him.
That's great. Because he's old enough to like have his social media and all that. Yeah.
Makes money from social media.
Yeah.
So it's been nice.
Yeah. Oh, well, I'm so happy for him. That is so great.
Lately, I've been more intentional about what I wear day to day, leaning into pieces that feel effortless, comfortable, and still put together. It just makes getting dressed simpler. Quince has been my go-to. The fabrics feel elevated, the fits are flattering, and everything just works without overthinking it. Quince makes it easy to refresh your everyday this spring with pieces that feel as good as they look. They use premium materials like 100% European linen, organic cotton, and ultra-soft denim. They're lightweight linen pants, dresses, and tops start at $30 and are effortless, breathable, and easy to wear on repeat. Everything at Quince is priced 50 to 80% less than similar brands. They work directly with ethical factories and cut out the middlemen, so you're paying for quality and craftsmanship, not brand markup. The fabric and the quality always surprises me. The fit always feels so tailored to me. I love that the price is so amazing. Quince denim has been a standout for me. It has that structured, supportive feel, but it's really soft and comfortable. And when I saw the price, I genuinely had to double check. They fit amazing. They look amazing. They have so many cute things. You have got to check them out. The prices are incredible and everything is so elevated and the quality is wonderful. Refresh your everyday with luxury that you'll actually use. Head to quince.com/realityhits for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada too. That's QUINCE.com/realityhits for free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/realityhits. Check them out, guys. You're listening to this podcast, so I know you've got a curious mind. Here's a helpful fact you might not know yet. Drivers who switch and save with Progressive save over $900 on average. They make it super simple. Pop over to Progressive.com, answer some questions, and you'll get a quick quote with coverage options tailored to your choices. Plus, you'll see which discounts you may qualify for, like an online quote discount or saving for paying in full. In fact, 99% of Progressive Auto customers earn at least one discount. See if you could save when you switch to Progressive. You'll feel good about making a savvy choice. Visit Progressive.com and see if you can enjoy a little extra cash back. We all love that. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. National average 12-month savings of $946 by new customers surveyed who saved with Progressive between June 2024 and May 2025. Potential savings will vary.
Okay. Do you ever forget how long people have watched your life?
Yes.
Like, sometimes you're like, wait a second.
Yeah, no, all the time. I'm like, wait, people know who I am? Or like other people in reality TV, like when you knew who I was, I was like, people know who I am. Okay, it doesn't sink in for me because I'm like, but it really was the peak of reality TV. So I mean, like, no shit, people
MTV
remember.
kind of, a lot of people didn't believe that I did not know my ex before I got on Vanderpump Rules. Like, whenever I 1000% didn't.
No,
like,
I believe you.
Yeah. But a lot of people try to act like, oh, there's no way she didn't know. I didn't really watch Bravo. I love Bravo.
Yeah.
They're my family. Okay. Let's make that clear. But I didn't really watch Bravo before I got on Bravo.
Right.
So what I had watched was like 16 and Pregnant, or I had watched
Jersey Shore.
I was trying to think Laguna Beach.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Laguna Beach, and then what was the other one that they did? Laguna Beach.
The Hills. Yeah.
You
should go on Lo from Laguna Beach. She just launched a podcast.
Oh, yeah.
She did a pod swap.
Oh, yeah. I would
She's
love
so
to do that.
She's
I would
in New
love
York.
to. I've met like a bunch of them. I went to the Hills. I went to their
reunion thing.
They did a release party. Like it was whenever the later season came out.
Are you serious? You got to go?
Yeah, so I got to meet a bunch of. I think I was still on Vanderpump Rules at the time.
Yeah.
So like our Vanderpump Rules producers also did like the Hills and stuff and Laguna Beach.
Oh my gosh, I have an embarrassing story. So I always joke that I want to be the Kardashian, like Kris Jenner of the Kardashians, because I have 6 boys, 1 girl. She has all girls, 1 boy.
Yeah.
So I like wrote to that producer and was like, hey, I have an idea for a show, but he never got back to me. That's so embarrassing.
Which one was it?
The guy who did Laguna Beach and Vanderpump.
Bill.
Yeah, I guess it was Bill. And I wrote an email this was before I knew about Canva and before I knew about pitch decks. So maybe I'll try again.
Yeah.
Hey, here's my pitch. Kail and the Chaos.
Oh my God. I love it. Okay. Now you have you have 3 podcasts.
Yeah, and a network.
That's wild.
Yeah. So it's fun.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun. And how did you start realizing I'm good at this? This is my next step. How did that all come about for you?
I think I didn't want a podcast. So when my co-host of Coffee Combos podcast, I met her, I started talking to her on Twitter. And she was like, hey, do you want to do a podcast? Well, everything that I knew at that time, my booking agent at the time was like, there's no money in podcasting. Don't do it. Don't waste your time. I was in school getting my undergrad. They were like, don't do podcasting. Nobody knows about it, whatever. So I was like, but I don't have anything to lose. So I'll just.
It's really grown too.
We were in the infancy of podcasting.
Wow,
so
yeah, that's great. You started.
Yeah, if I didn't take the risk, I wouldn't be where I am now. So we did that after, I want to say, we started that podcast in 2017. By 2020, so 3 years, I was like, I can make this a career.
Yeah.
So then I started the second podcast. And then from there I said, okay, now I want to do my own thing because I had 2 shows with a co-host on each. I want to do something. I want to see if I can stand on my own 2 feet.
Yeah.
And so from there, it kind of just snowballed, and I've loved it. Now we're talking about doing a vodcast. I would love to add a vodcast to.
What's a vodcast?
So instead of doing on Spotify and Apple, we would just do the podcast on YouTube.
Oh, got you. Yeah. Okay.
So I'm maybe.
Yeah.
We'll see.
There's so many words out there. I'm like, what's a vodcast?
Yeah,
how did I not even know that was a word?
Well, because some people love to watch it, and they're they wouldn't listen if it wasn't on video. So I was like, okay, bet I'll figure out how I can fit that in my schedule.
Yeah, but okay, so are you doing all 3 of these weekly?
Yes. So, Karma and Chaos airs on Tuesdays, Coffee Combos on Thursdays, Barely Famous on Fridays. And then I have my Patreon, which we do the videos the day before.
Wow. How do you think of what to talk about for all of it?
I feel like they're so different. You know what I mean?
That makes sense. Yeah.
Barely Famous is like this.
Right.
So it's different people every time.
Yes.
And so it's kind of based on whoever the guest is.
Yeah.
And then Coffee Combos is very lifestyle. So we cover pretty much everything, current events, parenting, all the things. Mm-hmm. And then Karma and Chaos, one of my best friends and I had a falling out for 5 years, and we became friends again. So we started to do a podcast about that, and it kind of has evolved from there. So they're kind of different and different perspectives. So even if the same topic came up on both podcasts, it's kind of just a different conversation about the same thing.
Right.
But they're all really different, so that helps.
Is there one that you like doing more than the others?
No.
You can't say it. She wouldn't be able to say it if there was.
To be honest, Coffee Combos is that's the one that has been that's the mothership. You know what I mean? So I always have to give Lindsay credit where credit is due. I give her flowers. She's the one that, got me into podcasting. So I would say start there if anyone doesn't know who I am or wants to give it a listen, start with Coffee Combos.
Okay. Coffee Combos.
Yeah.
Wow. So you definitely went from just trying something brand new with 16 and pregnant, and then trying something brand new again with podcasting. Yeah. Because like I said, podcasting is huge now. Mm-hmm. But 2017, I don't think it was.
No, and we were, brand new.
Yeah.
And what's crazy about that, I have a story about that situation. So with my MTV contract, technically any projects that you wanted to do in addition to that, you had to go through them. Mm-hmm. And they kind of ignored it. They were whatever, we don't care. I think because they didn't know how much money was to be made. Mm-hmm. So they ignored it and started filming it as a storyline for the show. So at that point, now you have allowed it and engaged in it and whatever. 5 years down the line, hey, we want to buy your podcast. Mm. And I said, oh, interesting. Okay, well, let's do the projected cost, right? This is what we're making now. This is where we see it in 5 years.
Yeah.
They said they were insulted by our price. I just want to say it has surpassed that price tag that we gave them, and they were insulted by that. They passed on the offer, and now it's making way more. So
Hell yeah, mama.
Fucked up.
Yes.
They fucked up.
Well, that's incredible. And I'm sure you're so happy with your decision because you said you had already kind of grown out of the 16 and pregnant at that time. And this was your next big thing. And it's doing great.
In 2022, when I left Teen Mom, the decision was made because I was making more podcasting than I was on reality TV.
Right.
And I could tell my full side without it being edited. Mm-hmm. I could tell my full stories without it being... And I'm not trying to dismiss, my time on reality TV because I loved it, right?
Yeah,
like,
of course.
if I could go back, I would do it again.
And it gave you your start to be able to do all of this.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I've always said that, but I think at the point that I was able to tell my story differently and people could see who I was versus the colder version of who I was on TV, because at the point that I realized, okay, well, it has to be edited a certain way, I would film things a certain way. And then it wasn't coming across the screen the way that it should have. So getting on the podcast, I was like, okay, I can tell my story how I want. And people started to kind of accept me more. And so I was like, it's time for me to leave this show specifically.
Yeah. And I mean, again, you were so young.
So young.
And
but
going through so much.
If the Valley or Vanderpump wants me, just call.
Yeah. You gotta move. You gotta move to LA. We can't have you in Delaware.
Bring it to the East Coast. They're doing Secret Lives of Mormon Wives in Utah and OC. I feel like let's bring all the things to the East Coast.
Yeah.
Call me.
We already have a Valley spinoff, the Persian style.
Are you serious?
Yeah, but it's still here in the Valley though.
When are they we need East Coast version. I'm out of my contract and all the loopholes.
There you go. So she's ready to return to reality TV. Yes. Bravo family is really cool though, because we have like BravoCon and we get to like do Watch Happens Live, and we all know each other even if we're on different shows.
We didn't
really
get to do that because they said it would glamorize Teen Mom. So we didn't get to do any of that. Well,
that's why you need to do something now. Like
Bravo.
Right.
Call me.
Do you hear that, my Bravo fan? They would love that. Okay, let's get into one of the worst topics for me.
Oh, God.
Co-parenting.
Yeah, that's hit or miss for me.
You've been very open about co-parenting and everything. And what would you say is one of the biggest lessons that you've learned that really helps with a co-parenting relationship? Because I need all the advice I could get.
Girl, I have spent over $1 million in child custody.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. My biggest advice is that when you file with the court and don't go through mediation.
I'm going through mediation.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
So
I learned from Jesse and Michelle from my show. They got divorced like right before me. My divorce is taking forever, but everything is being done correctly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So my biggest thing for the custody aspect of that is to try your best. And I have seen headlines and things like that, so I kind of know that it's rough.
Yeah.
But if you can avoid taking your custody aspect in front of a judge, you're going to get the best case scenario.
We already signed the custody.
Oh, good.
So now we already signed the custody, and that is good. It's I don't want to talk too much about it because my divorce has to be coming up, but like it's great for me and it's a great situation. But then the divorce is what's left.
Okay, so I have four kids' dads. This is embarrassing. I'm too old to have 4 baby dads. Okay, so my biggest thing was like, I've had one dad that he would waive mediation and still does. He waives mediation. We go right to a judge. You're not going to ever get what you want when you take it straight to a judge. Mm-hmm. And I have also struggled with, once we have the custody order, you know how you can kind of you have the custody order, but then you might be like, hey, do you want an extra night? I'm going to go do this for work. Do you want the extra night? Right.
Right.
That has not worked out for me. Yeah. Right. So it's like,
it's been a rocky for me too lately. So
my lawyer was like, stop offering, because at the point that it is not, you're not communicating, you're not doing all of these things like collectively, it's not beneficial. So that's been an absolute fucking headache. So that's my biggest advice. But also, I'm with my ex-husband, we are email only and have been for years. Like, that is because if he says something crazy to me, I can give it 20 minutes before I respond or not respond at all.
I'm on a parenting app.
Oh, same.
Because
for my
it's
other
been
baby dad.
So hard.
And it's court ordered, and you can print out the entire thing through a PDF and submit it to the judge.
Exactly.
That's the best way, because otherwise you let other personal relationships get in the way. Right. You say things you don't mean, stuff like that. But I'll tell you what, it does get easier, because my first baby dad, he's about to fall off the roster, and he doesn't count once my son turns 18. Yeah. So then I only have 3 baby dads, and we're basically just related to the same kid, and we're cousins. You know what I mean? Like, I'm basically just your cousin.
Oh my God, he's gonna fall off the roster. I love it. I'm basically just your cousin.
We're just related to the same kid at that point, you know? So
that is such a funny way. Okay. Okay, so for me, I think one of the hardest parts about co-parenting, because my son comes first, obviously, and I know that you feel the same way about your kids. So, like, that part is okay. It's more about, like, the messages, like, the getting under the skin and, like, really trying. And I'm trying to not let it trigger me and affect me.
I wish that I had advice for that, but I still
it's hard.
will. And when there's like really rough patches, because sometimes it's better than others,
exactly,
right?
yeah.
But when there's really rough patches, and my friends can tell you, like, when we're podcasting or anything like that, if I'm going through something custody-wise, like not custody-wise, but I guess communication-wise with one of my kids' dads, it affects my entire mood.
Yeah.
It affects my job. It affects my demeanor. It affects everything, and it's so challenging. Or, I don't know if you guys experienced this yet, when the dad will reach out because of stupid T pages or headlines online, and it's like, you'll block every single page that is associated to me. You'll block people we both know because I might be connected to them in some way, but you won't block the T pages.
Exactly.
And you'll take what they say and run with it, and then
run
email
with
me.
it. Oh, yeah.
Please. I don't. Please.
I've trust me, dealing with that
It's
a lot.
so hard. And I wish I had advice to get it, to prevent it from getting under your skin, but I don't. It's still happening.
think we have another level of it because we are
on TV.
Yeah, like TV personalities and everything else. So there's a whole nother layer to it.
Yes.
So it's just
the outside's opinions and again, it's one of those things like, does it come with the territory? How much do we disclose on the podcast to avoid that? But people will figure it out regardless.
Exactly.
So,
yeah.
you know.
I mean, I'm going through so much that I'm not even willing to talk about just yet, but trust me, I will be eventually.
Yeah.
Once things are more settled.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I get it.
Because it is rough.
But I also think it's sometimes better, and I've learned the hard way, to wait until things have settled to talk about it. Where like there have been times where I've gotten on my podcast emotionally charged. I'm saying I'm so upset,
right?
And then people get upset because I talk about it right away.
Exactly.
Okay, fine. Then I'll give it power in the pause. I'll pause and I'll wait and I'll talk about it at a later time. But that's not good enough either, because I owed them an explanation 6 months ago.
Right.
So there's no winning there either with the public and then also with your co-parenting plus the privacy of your kids.
Exactly.
There's no way to balance it all.
Exactly.
You know?
And I signed up for reality TV, so I am very much an open book, but when it comes to what's happening right now and trying to get everything finalized, I just have to like be careful and then really get in there. And just try to go from there. But it is not easy.
Not
I will say that.
It's not easy. And I got 4 of them.
Yeah.
So.
And now you're in how new is your new relationship? He's here today.
Yes, he's my videographer.
Yeah.
And my best friend. And so we've been together for a year, but we have known each other since high school. So he went to the same high school as my oldest dad. My oldest son's dad.
Okay, wait.
Not my oldest dad. I don't even have a dad.
I was like, what?
My oldest
son's dad.
Yes.
Got you.
Yes. So
okay.
they went to high school together. I've known him since, I don't know, 2009, 2010, somewhere around
Was
there.
he friends with your?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Looking back, I'm like, that baby dad didn't even have friends. So what the fuck was I with him for? You know what I mean? It's all jokes, guys.
Oh my
it's
God. I love it though. I love it. He's looking at you like, hello.
Everyone knows I've been going through it for the last couple of years, going through the divorce and, my toxic breakup, and feeling like I've been burnt out and having a lot of anxiety and stress piling up. But I found it impossible to find a therapist online who took my insurance. Affordable and accessible mental health care should not be out of reach, but too often it is. Rula does things differently. They partner with over 100 insurance plans, making the average copay just $15 per session. That's real therapy from licensed professionals at a price that actually makes sense. And Rula isn't just affordable. The experience is tailored around you. Other online therapy platforms might match you with the first available provider, whether or not they're the right fit. Rula considers your goals, preferences, and backgrounds to provide you a curated list of licensed in-network therapists who are actually aligned with what you need, because they know that finding the right therapist can make all the difference. No wait lists, no frustrating back and forth. Rula makes it easy to find mental health providers who are accepting new patients, and appointments are available as soon as tomorrow. Plus, Rula sticks with you throughout your journey, checking in to make sure care is helping you move forward. Thousands of people are already using Rula to get affordable, high-quality therapy that's actually covered by insurance. Visit Rula.com/realityhits to get started. After you sign up, you'll be asked how you heard about them. Please support our show and let them know we sent you. That's RULA.com/realityhits. You deserve mental health care that works with you, not against your budget.
Have you ever thought, ugh, this water is too wet?
This beach is too sandy.
Welcome to Beach Too Sandy, Water Too Wet, the podcast where we do dramatic readings of the most wild and off-the-wall reviews on the internet.
We read real reviews about everything from Vegas weddings, matchmaking services and Trader Joe's, to caves, toddler beds, and Spirit Halloween.
You won't believe the things people think absolutely must be said on the internet. How else would everyone know that some caves don't have Wi-Fi?
We hear about the good, like the time a couple was happily married in a Vegas Denny's.
And the bad, like who knew people stole from pet cemeteries.
And the ugly, because when there's soggy lettuce in the Chuck E. Cheese salad bar, it can get pretty ugly.
Join us every Wednesday wherever you listen to your podcasts. I feel targeted by that pet cemeteries comment.
I know, I was about to say, wasn't that you?
That was me.
Yeah.
So, are you guys living together? How is it?
It's great. I always would get on my podcast and talk shit about how people would be like, my partner's my best friend, my husband's my best friend. And I'd be like, no, you just don't have any friends. Like, you don't. That's not your best friend. Your lover is your lover and your best friend is your best friend. They're two different things. Until I got with him.
Yeah.
Once I got with him, I was like, you are literally my best fucking friend.
Oh.
Like, I get it now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I just get it now. And so it's been really fun. He moved to Delaware. We got together. He moved to Delaware like 3 months into our relationship. And I know that's a common misconception if you guys have followed that drama at all. He moved to Delaware 3 months after we got together, not overnight. Like, people think that because my ex and I broke up and then I dated him kind of, I think within like 6 or 8 weeks. Mm-hmm. That it was
like overlapping or something.
And I'm like, absolutely not overlapping. It's just it happened as quick as it did because we already knew each other.
Right. I understand.
So not because we were romantic in any way before, but we already knew each other, so we had that already familiarity.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been going really well, and I'm happy. So I hope this one will be forever.
Is this one gonna stick?
I hope so.
He's blowing her kisses through the glass. That's adorable. What about, okay, sorry if I'm getting too intimate.
Care. He knows. He knows.
What about, like, you already have 7 kids. Does he want kids or does he have kids?
We don't want to have kids because I feel like the idea, right, when you fall in love with someone, I think the natural instinct is like, how cool would it be if we had a kid together? Like, I love you, you love me, we have so much fun. Like, how cool would a kid be, right? Like, we probably have a D1 baby, right? Like, I'm a big back and he's 6'3", so like, call me up NFL, you know? But the reality of it versus the idea of it, you know, I would love to have a kid with him, but it would not be fair to my kids that I have now.
Right.
You know, our plate is completely full. I really would love to see, you know, my career be propelled a little bit more. And we could reevaluate it in 2 years, but like, I think by then it's like, no.
You're still young enough. How old are you now?
I'm 34.
Yeah.
But I don't have tubes, so I would have to, if we did have a child, it would have to be through IVF.
Okay.
And that's also something that like, I don't necessarily see myself going through.
Right.
And so, like I said, the idea is there, but no.
I just wonder because you obviously love kids.
No, I don't. I don't.
You don't?
No, I don't love kids. It's funny because I never wanted kids.
Really?
I had never been around them growing up.
I see. I'm the opposite. I always wanted a bunch of kids, and I have one. You know? Oh yeah.
That's so funny.
I mean, I know you love being a mom, but I've always wanted that. You know?
Yes. No, I had never been around kids. I had never held a baby until I got pregnant at 16.
That's wild.
Yeah. But then I knew I didn't want an only child.
Right.
Because I grew up an only child and I hated it. It was really lonely too. It wasn't like I was an only child with cousins and all kinds of stuff. It was just me and I never, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I knew once I had one, and I think I did an okay job with Elliot. So I was like, okay, cool. Like, we'll definitely have another one. So my second one was planned. But if it wasn't for Elliot, I would have never had children.
Yeah.
So.
Wow. That's very interesting.
Yeah.
With all your baby daddies, how does he get along with everyone?
Nobody talks.
Really?
No.
Okay.
Nobody talks. So funny enough, he went to high school. He went to the same high school with my oldest son's dad, but they didn't have a relationship then. And because Elliot's 16, there's no reason. Like, I couldn't tell you the last time I saw Elliot's dad.
Really?
Could not tell you the last time I saw him.
Does he see his son?
Yeah, he sees his son,
but you just don't.
No,
okay.
I
Gotcha.
don't. I probably months.
Okay.
And then my ex-husband also knew him because we grew up in the same area. So they had already known each other. They've had conversation, but they also don't talk. There's not really a need. He lives in a different state. I have Lincoln during the school year, so they don't speak.
A different state. Wow.
Yes. And then
How
my
amazing.
third one also lives in a different state.
Oh,
so
wow.
that
Yeah.
has kind of worked out. He's a little bit erratic and unwell. My most recent ex is my neighbor.
What?
So we share a driveway.
Shut up.
So you...
That's a reality show within itself.
Bravo. I'm telling you to call me. So he's my neighbor. When we were together, he had his house rented out. So he lived at my house, but the way that it is like you pull into our driveway and it splits to his house and mine. It's not like a neighbor down the street. It's a neighbor. When he looks
like
out
a
his
neighbor.
kitchen window, he sees my yard.
So do you guys get along?
They haven't really had any reasons to communicate. They've had a conversation, and I get along really well with him. We never went to court. We never went to mediation. We have no custody order. We have no child support order. Like him and I get along, but they haven't really had so far a reason to communicate yet. But obviously, as the triplets get older, they will. I call them triplets because they're
close in age.
As they get older, I'm sure with like school events and things like that, there will be times.
Yeah.
But for right now, it's really copacetic the way it's working, and I kind of just don't want to rock the boat at all.
Yeah. No, I understand.
Yeah.
Well, you give me hope that you can definitely have relationships after the babies.
Yeah. I mean, maybe don't have as many as me, but yeah, you can.
I was told by someone, read between the lines, that no one was going to date me because I'm a single mom in my 30s.
Okay, well, I have 7 kids and 4 baby dads, and shout out to Isaac Knighton because he's still here. I never had trouble dating after any of my children.
Trust me, I'm having a blast.
Yes.
I'm still single, but I've got I'm really trying to, cruise is the most important thing in my life. We have a lot of stuff that we're working on. I had a lot of healing to do from my horrible situation that I was in and still am, but I am like dating and having fun.
Yeah.
I had like a boyfriend on the valley for like a couple months, but it was, it was kind of like not really the same because you guys are actually together, but I knew him from way back. Okay. Whenever I lived in Kentucky. We had been friends. So, like, whenever we reconnected, we were, like, hot and heavy.
Wait, was this online?
Yeah.
I saw it. Yeah. I didn't see it on the Valley, but I definitely saw it online.
Yeah, and we got, like, photographed in Cabo and stuff before I was even, like, boyfriend and girlfriend or anything because I just knew him so well and he was my friend. So
that's kind of how me and Isaac are.
Right, but you guys are obviously lasting and whatever. But, it'll be on the Valley soon what happens with that situation. But we're still cool and, like, but I'm just trying to see how stuff is going to fit in.
Did you have good parents?
Dating-wise. Oh, I have an amazing family.
Okay, so maybe that's why.
Yeah.
I didn't have good parents. So
yeah.
That's why I have. Because my mom was, like, married common law and legally 7 times. So I was, like, 7 husbands for her, 7 children for me, 4 baby dads for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but...
So I'm like,
But you're doing great with it all. So don't be hard on yourself.
I don't know about great.
Listen, you just happen to get pregnant by 4 different men. Everyone in the world has been with more than 4 people, okay?
Those are the only 4 that can claim me, and maybe Isaac as well. So I've only technically been with 5 people in my whole life.
There you go. You can just say it like that.
And I'm 34.
That's her story.
I'm sticking to it.
Yeah, that's what has happened here. Oh my goodness, I love it. Okay, I'm going to ask you a couple rapid fire fun questions really fast, okay? Which of your kids is most likely to end up on their own reality TV show?
Lux Lowry.
All right.
Lux Lowry is ready. He wants to be an actor. He wants to be a comedian. He wants to be in WWE. He is the it kid. And if you know anything about my kids, you guys know that's to be true.
Oh, how cute. And I love that name.
Thank you.
Who's the kid that's most likely to roast you in therapy later?
All of them. Have you seen, and we did a whole the roast of me on a podcast episode.
Oh, really?
And I had 2 of my middles. They roast me on a regular basis.
I love it.
They roast me every day.
So you're like, everyone is going to roast me.
I asked them to describe me to the police, and they said, we would tell them you look crazy and all your kids are crazy.
You look crazy.
Well, and then Lux said he felt my boyfriend's head, and it's like he has a bald head, so it's like a little bit, that grows in really fast.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So my son leans on his head, and he goes, oh, this feels like mom's legs. Please fuck off. Please fuck off.
Oh my God. I love it. Last thing that you hid from your kids so you didn't have to share.
Kit Kats.
Kit Kats.
Kit Kats.
What's your most unnecessary Amazon purchase lately?
Oh, should I look? I haven't been medicated lately. I have ADHD. Uh-huh. And I started hyperfixating on bedazzling items. I've never bedazzled, but you can guarantee that I have every item to bedazzle because I have the idea to bedazzle.
But you still haven't done it?
I have not done it.
Oh my God,
so
I love it.
I think I bought like $300 in beads.
I do stuff like that too all the time.
Do you have ADHD?
I'm probably. Undiagnosed.
Okay, I have Adderall if you need it.
Oh my God, I love it. Okay, who's harder to deal with, toddlers or exes?
Exes, no doubt. They're honestly the same.
I think exes are harder.
Exes are way harder. They're way harder because they have like a Napoleon complex. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. Who's most likely to expose family drama accidentally?
Me.
You?
Elliot. Yeah. Elliot told the film crew that I shit my pants after we went to Pizza Hut. I said thank you so much for that.
I mean, you got 7. There's no telling what's going to come out of kids' mouths. So.
I'm like, great.
Oh, my gosh. One thing your kids roast you for constantly.
Having 7 kids. Having 4 baby dads. Every day, all the time.
Oh, my gosh.
They tell me I'm crazy. That's why you have 4 baby dads. I have a live tour coming up, and they were like, yeah, fatherless behavior is you. Well, thank God they have dads.
Oh, my gosh. I love it. One thing you swore you'd never do as a mom that you totally do now.
Maybe like soda and like snacks. Mm-hmm. What do I swore I would never do it. I don't know. Probably. Oh, I think it's really funny when my kids cuss.
Yeah, it is funny.
My last week, my son, my 3-year-old, he goes, what the hell?
That sounds like how I say it.
Yeah, it was an accent. He goes, yeah. What the hell? And you can't laugh because then it eggs them on.
Exactly,
and so
but it's so hard.
And Ike turn away because I don't say what the hell.
Yeah.
And so I turn away and he repeated, what the hell? And I'm like, and I don't want to correct him because it's so funny.
I love that he says it like I say it.
Yeah. I'm like, are you from Alabama or...
Oh my gosh. Okay. Most unhinged thing you've done running on no sleep.
Most unhinged. Some like scammer. Again, we're going to bring the episode full circle. Scamming.
You had another scammer?
Yeah, they knocked on my door last year on a Friday and said that they had extra asphalt and could they pave my driveway for me. And I took a red eye home. I had just gotten cheated on. My entire life was flipped upside down. And so I spent $20,000 on that Friday getting my driveway paved, which I did not want to do.
Just because he was there?
Just because he knocked and said he had extra asphalt. Why the fuck do you have extra asphalt, you scammer?
And you paid him $20,000 for that?
And now it's falling apart.
Oh, my God.
This is Kail and the chaos, everyone.
Exactly. Okay, what's your mom rage trigger?
The wide mouth open crying. Shut up. I love you, but cry quieter with your mouth closed.
Yeah, the wide mouth open cry.
I can't. Oh, but it's like the whining one, not like something is really wrong.
Yeah,
right? It's like you didn't get what you want.
Exactly, I know what you mean.
Now I'm like, go in the other room.
I bet your house is never quiet.
No, we actually have soccer goals at the front door and the back door inside the house, and basketball hoops on the front and back door because we do full court basketball every day in the house.
Yeah, that is definitely loud. You're going to have your own basketball team.
I'm ready. Sign me up.
You definitely do. If your life had a warning label, what would it say?
We run on caffeine. We are unhinged and roast each other every day. Please always have mini muffins available.
I love it. Okay, I ask these 2 questions to everyone that comes on. If you could be on any reality TV show, what would it be?
Oh, I would have one. I'd have my own. Yeah. I would say maybe a Bravo show.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know where I would fit in.
Bravo's kind of taken over reality TV.
It has. Yeah. It really has. Maybe Chrisley Knows Best.
Yeah.
Also, that was a good one. Uh-huh. I'm trying to think because I'm not Mormon, so I can't say Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. Vanderpump.
Yeah.
Let me do a cameo.
I mean, all good choices. And who is your favorite reality TV star? If you had to pick one out of all, who's the most iconic to you of all time? MTV, Bravo, Netflix, whoever.
I think. Probably the Kardashians.
They are very iconic.
Because I haven't seen Alex Earl. I'm really excited for her reality show.
I haven't seen it either.
I don't know when it comes out, but I'm excited for that one. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to think what other reality shows are there?
There's a million.
But like off the top of my head,
I mean, a Kardashian is always going to be iconic.
I'm going to go
that's
Khloe.
A fine. Yeah,
I'll go Khloe.
I love Khloe. She's so nice.
I love her. Did you meet her?
Yeah, we were all at the MTV Awards actually,
right. Okay,
and she came over to our table and like said hi to us and that she thought our show was supposed to win Vanderpump Rules and stuff.
I love that. I actually saw you guys at an event and we didn't know each other then, so otherwise I would have said hi. But it was here in LA, and I think it was like an Us Weekly event maybe.
Okay.
And y'all did the red carpet right before me, and there's a picture, I think you're in it, and it's like me here, and then like you're in the background.
Oh, how cute.
Yeah, I wish I would have known you then.
We'll have to find it
Yeah.
for this episode. And one last question that's not on here, but I just want to know for myself. Are you close with any of the moms that were on Teen Mom?
Yes. So Kate and Ty have a podcast with my network.
Oh,
so I talk to them all the time, and I talk to Macy sometimes, so she's been cool.
Oh, Macy. She had the red hair?
Yep,
okay.
and she has Bentley. So,
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, how old's Bentley now?
17?
Wow.
I think he's 17 now.
Gosh,
yeah. I know. He
time
just went to prom.
flies.
I know. So
time
crazy.
flies.
I know. You'll blink and Cruz will be 15 years old.
Him even turning 5 was wild to me. What about some of the more wild ones?
Janelle and I have beef, as always. So, I mean, it's one-sided.
It's funny that I said wild ones, and that's
the first one.
I saw something just recently where her son was getting in trouble, like the grandmother was calling the cops. It was on TMZ like yesterday.
Yes, and
that's so sad.
You know, I have extended the invite to her to come on the podcast, work out this beef that she has with me. Mm-hmm. I don't have beef with her. She has beef with me. But it just doesn't, it never goes anywhere.
Yeah.
I think so. She said she's going to start a podcast, so you'll have to, maybe you can get her on and talk to her.
Okay, yeah. I would be interested to know what's going on. And then there was one more that Amber?
And Farrah. Are you talking
Farrah. Yeah. Did you hang out with Farrah?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Yeah, you're making me go back to watching it years ago, so I was trying to remember everyone's name, but I remember Amber and I remember Farrah.
Farrah came on my podcast last year. And that was the first time I had seen her since 2012.
Oh, wow.
So it had been a long time, and she was over an hour late. But she did tell me she would be late, so I will give her credit there. But, I mean, her and Sophia. Sophia's really sweet, but I don't know her very well.
Yeah.
I just know the headlines, and I'm like...
And then it was Amber and Gary?
Amber
was that
and Gary.
who it was? I can't believe I'm remembering.
Yes,
it's like taking me back.
Oh, my gosh, yeah. So I don't talk to Amber, but I haven't talked to her in like 10 years. But, yeah, I know who she is.
That's just wild thinking of all those people.
Yes.
It's like all coming back to me now.
Yes.
Time flies, girl. Okay, well, tell everybody where they can find your podcast, your Instagram, your show.
Yeah.
You said you have tickets and stuff coming.
Live show, my tour. Tickets are on sale now, kaillowry.com. We have 20 cities in 3 countries. Let me know. And then you can find me on socials everywhere. I'm on all the platforms as Kail Lowry.
Awesome.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Thanks for coming on, and happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day to all the mamas listening out there, too. It's the best job in the world, but also the hardest and the most rewarding.
It is.
So all the mamas out there are superheroes, and I love you. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in to When Reality Hits. We'll see you next week.
See ya.
Finding the one can feel impossible. And in today's world, it's even harder. False profiles, inaccurate pictures, ghosting on dates. Is this sounding familiar? But if you're ready to make your move to a new place, it doesn't have to feel like dating. All it takes is a simple search on apartments.com to find your perfect match. Whether you're looking for a 3-bedroom condo downtown, a 2-bedroom duplex in a quiet neighborhood, a cozy studio in a walkable city, or even a single-family home in a cul-de-sac, you can find the place that checks all the right boxes. So whichever stage of life you're in, settle down in your perfect home by using apartments.com. No more swiping or awkward first dates. Make it easier to get a place that gets you. Visit apartments.com, the place to find a place.
Pluto TV has thousands of free movies and TV shows.
We're coming at you with everything we got.
This is the mindset.
Free.
This is the mantra.
Free.
This is the mindset.
With movies shows like Pineapple Express, the entire Star Trek film franchise, and Gladiator. And TV shows like Survivor, SpongeBob SquarePants, The Fairly Odd Parents, and Ghosts. Pluto TV is always free. Huzzah! Pluto TV. Stream now, pay never.